what's up everybody? It's the weekend and I'm super stoked, and I know you're happy as well because tonight on the menu we're going to be making Tennessee onions smash burgers. Okay, let's get it, y'all. To this pan right here, let's add a small drizzle of oil. We're also going to follow up with adding some butter as well, simply because we're going to be browning our onions. All right, we want our onions to get a nice brown color, and in order for the nice caramelization to take place, you got to add some butter, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to turn it on even more, allow this butter to become melted. And once we're finished, I'm going to add just a little bit more because I have a good amount of onions. Now, here's the thing. This recipe calls for 2 large Vidalia onions, aka sweet onions. However, if you don't have large size onions, feel free to use 4 small onions. Slice them on up and add them to the pan. If they're not separated, they'll be separated once they get in the pan, once we start to break it down as they cook. Let me know in the comment section if you've ever had Tennessee style onions, because I can tell you these are delicious. I don't think you're going to eat onions any other way. This is really, really good. All right, about 4 to 5 minutes, allowing them to become slightly softened. And then we're going to cook them down for another 6 minutes, which would be enough time to allow them to caramelize. All right, this looks gorgeous so far. The great thing about the butter, right, it really helps with the browning process. Not to mention, as the onions start to release their natural juices and sugars, it starts to brown the onions even more, right, giving it that nice, beautiful coating. Now, here's the thing. Usually, Tennessee style onions are done in the oven, right, with cheese and so on and so forth. I want to say about an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes of baking time, all right? We're not going to do that tonight. Instead, as you can see, we're doing it on the stovetop in the skillet, and we're almost done, and it's been about 5 minutes so far. So this is basically a stovetop recipe that's going to get you in and out of the kitchen in a matter of minutes. All right, let's season. Ground black pepper goes in. All right, use a light hand. Onion powder, different flavor profile, light hand as well. Cayenne pepper for a little bit of heat. If you want a lot of heat, then of course you know what to do. We're gonna add some thyme. This is dried thyme. All right, add some smoky flavor, smoked paprika. Gonna add a good amount. We want that nice smoky element of Tennessee flavor going on with our onions. Let's add some dried mustard. Regular mustard for this? No, I don't think so. So get your hands on some dried mustard, okay? It's gonna make it taste really good. Let's add some garlic powder or granulated garlic, either or. And most importantly, cooking with Tammy, low sodium barbecue seasoning. Gotta add the cooking with Tammy barbecue seasoning. It's nice and sweet and smoky, and it's gonna definitely enhance the flavors of the onions. All right, we're gonna stir everything in. Hydrate this pan just a little bit more. Add some oil, and you can even add, to be honest with you, some more butter. Can't go wrong with the butter. All right, since it's granulated seasonings that I'm using, we're going to add a little water to help to tie everything together. Let's moisten this on up. All right, this looks amazing. Woo! Gonna allow it to pick up on the seasonings for an additional 2 minutes. And last but not least, to balance out the flavors, let's add some brown sugar. We don't have to add a lot of brown sugar simply because we added the barbecue seasoning. All right, we're gonna go ahead and allow this to saute for an additional 30 seconds. And then once we're done, we're gonna turn the stovetop off. All right, fam, it's time for food science, the part that I love the most. Okay, if you didn't know anything about me, I love tips and tricks, all right? Now, here's the thing. When it comes to time for us to smash our burgers, we're gonna be using our cast iron burger smasher, if you will, right? I'll show you that in a second. However, in order to do that, the best thing to use is going to be which one of these papers? You're probably thinking this one, but no, we're not going to use this paper simply because this is wax paper and this is parchment paper. The difference is this has a higher heat resistance, about 425 degrees Fahrenheit to about 450, and it's protected with silicone, so it allows much more heat, right? Whereas this little guy right here, and it's not even about the size, it's just about the texture and the type of paper. This is wax paper. Wax paper, unfortunately, is only coated with paraffin, which is a type of wax, hence the fact, like candles, right? And sometimes soybean wax as well. You put this on the grill, you're either going to cause a fire or your smoke alarm to go off. This has no high heat resistance in it. All right, so with that being said, we got that out the way. Make sure you get yourself some parchment paper. Yes, our burgers are not going to be this size. So if you don't want to waste your paper, you could, two things, either buy the correct size of paper or just cut it in half or even fours. That's about it. All right, it's boy good time. All right, we have about a pound of ground beef. And we're going to take a small amount, all right, and we're going to just roll them into a nice little ball, just like this. Squeeze them together, form them into the perfect circle. All right, once you're done, you're going to set it to the side. Squeeze them together if you have to, whatever works to get the job done, okay? All right, in the back, we are going to be using our grill for this recipe. All right, so I went ahead and pulled out my cast iron skillet, the cast iron grill, if you will, right? But we're going to be using the smooth side. You're going to see in a couple seconds what we're going to be doing. But I went ahead and placed it on top of the grill on the stove, top, of course. And we are going to use that because we need to cook with some heat. But anyway, once your patties look like this, you're in business. I can take some seasonings, right? And add it basically around the patties and coat it like this. Place it onto the grill, but nevertheless, I'm still going to have to add some seasonings as it's cooking. Now, back in the days, right, a lot of grandparents, they would honestly take the seasoning, the dry seasonings, and add it to the meat, incorporate it, because they wanted every piece of meat with every bite to have flavor. These are going to be thin, smashed out patties. So even if you season it now and mold it, it's not going to make a difference if you place it onto the grill and smash it out really thinly and still season it perfectly. It's still going to be delicious. Add some oil. Take my paper towel and spread the oil onto the grill. And that's the great thing about having one of these grills, right? You can do it on the outside, in your backyard on the grill, or you could just add this to your stovetop and you will be complete. I'm just going to add a small amount of non-stick cooking spray because I don't want anything to stick. Usually I don't have to, but I just want to play it safe. Okay, we're going to go in and we're going to take our patties. Put it right there. I'm going to put my other one over here. And I'm going to allow it to get a nice crust on the bottom before we smash it out. We're going to take our parchment paper. Just going to smash it out. Smash it out really flat. Alright, just like that. The heaviness of the smasher makes it so much easier than having to use like a spatula to get the job done. The other thing is this, you realize that the parchment paper held up, right? It didn't melt into the burger. Just a bit, I'm going to turn it down just a bit. Of yo who's hungry, because we're always hungry around here for a nice herbaceous and all-purpose blend. A little bit of pickle with Tammy seasoning. Alright, that's it. A little pinch of salt. Burger, and flip it over. Just like that. You gotta lower the stove to maintain that control. Lower the flame. Add a little bit more seasoning to the top. It's a really thin piece of meat, so you don't need to add a lot of seasoning. But just enough would get the job done. That's perfect. Smells like a everyday burger joint in here. Gonna add our cheeses. You could use butter to butter your brioche toast, or you can even use mayo. Alright, just place that right there, get it nice and toasted. The cheese has about a second more to go before it's completely melted. And once we're finished, we're gonna put this burger together. Alright. That looks really good. It smells even better, to be honest. Alright, we're gonna go in for our we're going to get our bread off of the grill, and as you can see, perfectly toasted, right? This is good. All right, let's do this. Perfectly toasted buns, meat, smash burger. Okay, let's get it. All right, this is the bottom part. Let's add some pickles to the bottom of the buns. All right, we're gonna add our perfectly cooked burger. My goodness. Come on, little pickle. Get under there. Okay, come on. Just like that. Boom. This is gorgeous. Wow. Who forgot about the Tennessee onions? Because I know I did not. Okay. This is pretty. Goodness gracious. Take the top bun, place it on top, and that's it. We are ready to dig in. All right, our beautiful Tennessee styled onion smash burger is finished, and it only took us about 10 minutes. Okay, this is gorgeous. I can't wait to dig in, and I know you can't wait for me to taste it as well. This is a big one. This is a big one. Do you think? But we're gonna make it work. Yes. Greatness, greatness, greatness. This is absolutely delicious. The onions, fantastic. Wow. These onions bring out the perfect element in this burger, not to mention the burger is cooked to perfection. The seasonings, goodness gracious. The Cooking with Tammy all-purpose chicken seasoning, woo! It gave this burger some personality. Not to mention the Yo Who's Hungry, the herbaceous all-purpose blend. Goodness, absolutely delicious. I know when I came up with this recipe and I put it together in my head, I was like, you know something, this is going to be the perfect pairing. Tennessee style onions meat smash burger. You can't go wrong. For the cheeses, I decided to use a sharp cheddar. However, you could definitely use Gouda. Gouda is delicious as well. Not to mention American cheese. Oh man, flavorful. But this right here, guys, we got the pickles at the bottom. Use bread and butter pickles, dill pickles, totally up to you. But nevertheless, this recipe is worth a try. And until next time, my loves, try this Tennessee style onion smash burger on out and let me know what you think. As always, don't forget to get your seasonings at cookingwithtammy.shop. And in the meanwhile, I'll catch you guys in another video. Talk to you later. Bye, guys. This is good.